Working on the Building with Elvis is one of my favorites. It's a spiritual song, and it has a second meaning beyond working on your spiritual world. It also describes my life working on the building. It started out very humbly. We just wanted to give something back to the community. One of Puma Steel's board members happens to be the chairman of the Welding Schools Advisory Committee, and we said, hey, let's give him a couple scholarships. And then the word got out, and it just grew. We had many people wanting to be involved to award these scholarships, to fund these scholarships. People on a national basis, like Nucor or Lincoln Electric, contributed, and then there was $10,000 worth of funds that came from an anonymous source. So what started out very humbly, and we just pushed back and said, hey, this is just Puma Steel and just 2 scholarships, has now grown to something where the governor of the state of Wyoming has traditionally come out and awarded these 15 scholarships to high school students who can go to Laramie County Community College's welding school. I look at welding as a fundamental skill for almost all manufacturing. It's kind of like an attorney needs to be able to type, but because you can type doesn't make you a typist. Because you can weld doesn't make you a welder. It's a fundamental skill in the manufacturing sector and the construction sector. And we look at it as seed money for starting these young people on a career. I've got to work with almost all of the Robert P. Stupp Award winners, including Bob Stupp. Reminds me of a story. One time my assistant came in and said there's somebody on the phone who won't tell me who they're with, and said, it's Stupp, just tell him it's Stupp. And I said, yeah. Put the call through, and then I stood at attention and took his phone call. So I've had the ability to work with virtually all, not quite all, but almost all of the Robert P. Stupp Award winners, the highest honor that is given in our industry. And those people could move mountains with their sheer wit. So it was great to work with them. The board of directors, AISC, what a great resource, great reservoir of knowledge. And then there's some people like helped get us started. A guy that comes to mind is Harold Winograd. We lovingly knew him in the industry as the old man. And so when we were starting up, you know, steel fabrication, very capital intensive business, I called the sales manager at a large regional service center and said, what are you guys going to do for us on the line of credit opening this up? And the old man, he went and we both called him the old man, went and talked to Harold and came back and said, the old man said, we got a yard full of steel, you start shipping it until they got a yard full of steel. The terms are net 10 proxy plus 30, which are extended terms. So people like that, a great resource. He was also a banker and had a great wealth of financial knowledge. Relationships is what makes people successful. Best part of my job is working with my kids, you know. Not many people get to work with their adult children. I've got 4 sons. They're all in the trades. One is a electrical contractor. One owns a steel erection company. And then 2 of my sons work in Puma Steel. In fact, they do most of the heavy lifting these days. But how neat is it that you get to talk football with your son at lunch? It's a blessing.